Reading for August 3rd, entitled, The Great Medical Missionary. He that saith he abideth in him ought himself also so to walk even as he walked. 1 John chapter 2, verse 6. The great medical missionary was a wonderful healer. He worked the most convincing miracles. He is the way, the truth, and the life. He spoke only the truth. Continually there fell from his lips the precious words that bring spiritual strength to those who make them a part of the daily life. Spiritually, we are built up from the food that we give the mind. It is our privilege to receive the bread of life from the great medical missionary who came to give life to the world. Truth, pure, refining, ennobling truth came from his very heart. His heart was constantly burning with the love that brought him from heaven to our world. His goodness and his power enabled him to reveal in his life the truth that he came to this earth to bring to the fallen race. In every word, in every act, he manifested the love of God, cheering and encouraging the downcast and distressed. In heavenly wisdom, he asserted his true majesty by bending all things to the present and future happiness of human beings. He came to teach men and women how to live here below the life of which he gave them an example, the life that will make them fit to enter the abodes of bliss. In his breast, mercy may be said to have held her court. Hear his words of compassion, spoken to relieve the sin-sick culprit. Thy sins be forgiven thee. Matthew chapter 9, verse 3. He brought healing to soul and body. In his life was enshrouded the love, the pity, the compassion, the joy of heaven. Thousands were healed by his word. I will, be thou whole. By his work, his glory was so plainly revealed that demons were pained, and when compelled to cease tormenting human beings, confessed Christ to be the Holy One of God. This work Christ did to show men that he was the tabernacle of witness, that the Word had been made flesh. In the human encampment, amongst the erring and sinful, Christ pitched his tent. He lived close to the poor and the lowly, yet he was the King of glory. He would make all familiar with his character, that we might be partakers of the divine nature, and thus become one with him in faith and practice. He declares, all things are delivered unto me of my Father. Matthew chapter 11, verse 27. All things that the Father hath are mine. John chapter 16, verse 15. All power is given unto me in heaven and in earth. Matthew chapter 28, verse 18. Why was this wonderful transfer made, but that Christ might be the world's Redeemer, the Incarnate Savior? The great teacher, while on this earth, gave his whole life to teach us how to work as devoted, consecrated missionaries for God. Taken from letter 281, dated August 3rd, 1904, to Dr. W. H. Riley.